Yo, welcome back to another video, you guys. We've got our last raid tier list. We've done tanks, we've done DPS, now we're doing healers. I'll make it short and sweet, hopefully for you guys. Go straight to the point. This is based off my opinion and Warcraft logs from what I've seen for normal and heroic rating. I think there are some healers that are doing really freaking good, most of them I think, and there's a couple little, I think, falling behind, at least for the healing throughput. But let me know if you guys agree. I have loved the feedback on the tanking tier list, the DPS tier list, and for the Mythic Plus tier list we did, so let me know in the comments below if you agree with me or if you don't. I honestly care about it and I want to know, so let me know. If you guys like the video, consider hitting that subscribe button. We got WoW content coming out all the time. Let's jump into tier list. So let's jump right into it. Obviously, if it's higher up on the tier, over on this left side, then like if this was the case, Holy would be ahead of Prez, if that makes sense. S is meta. These are the best specs I think that are performing right now for raid. Then obviously as you go farther down, then not quite as well. So let's start off with Resto Druid. I think Resto Druid's in a fantastic spot. Their healing throughput is insane. You usually see them in every raid, whether it's normal, heroic, mythic, whatever progression. They're HOTS or wild, AoE healing, single target healing, defensives for people taking some big stack damage, especially for tanks. I think, and they've got great mobility, a great raid utility. They bring Mark the Wild, and they have Stampeding Roar. So I think they're in a fantastic spot. Definitely S. Let's do Priest next. I think Holy Priest is high 8s here. I think they are in a good spot. I think they have great healing throughput, okay-ish damage, but I think you're going to see them over a lot of other healers for sure. I think they're third right now in this list for sure. Let's do Disc next. I think Disc is probably high C, low B. I think they are right now. I think they're the worst healer. Healing throughput wise, and you can check the logs too. Like, it doesn't matter what logs you look at, normal, heroic, mythic, even healing done, everyone's beating them out. There's not a chance where they are, but they do have some consistent damage, and they do damage throughout, like, and don't really lose any of their healing most of the time, which is pretty good. I think that's why they're also here. And I think that's what we saw in some of the mythic progression. And I mean, Discipline Priest, you can still play these, and it's a super fun spec. I love the shit out of it. It's actually my preferred healer spec for Priest, Disc for sure. But I think they're in a worse spot than these other healers. And like I said, let me know if you agree with me or not. But I seriously think that they're struggling. I think if you buff their healing a little bit, you'll see them rise up even more. I'm gonna put them high C for now, but we'll see if we change it. Mistweaver, I think, is probably low B. Low B, mid B. I think they're in a good spot, good mobility, good utility that they're bringing. And pretty damn good damage, honestly. Actually, we'll see. These two actually damage-wise, they do a really good job, as well as Holy Paladin. But healing throughput, I think it's falling behind a couple of these other healers. And another one, these other two that I'll put up here. But yeah, I think they're just not performing as well, but they're still viable. All these healers are viable for sure. I think Disc, you'll see some stuff fall off later on. And I think if you want to push progress or anything like that with your raid, your guild, whatever, you're probably going to switch to Holy, play Holy over Disc. But that's your preference. And again, let me know if you agree with me or not. Holy Paladin, I think, is right there. I think it's above. I think it's right here. I think it's somewhere right here. They might be right next to each other. Maybe Holy's beating them out just a little bit. Damage-wise, I think they are. So damage throughput for that, but obviously they're in melee range. It's in such a melee, like, heavy season we're in right now. Having another melee healer isn't. We have Fist Weaving obviously for this, but I don't know. I think they bring some good utility. Obviously, they've got great utility for the raid. Kind of pretty fantastic. The healing throughput's pretty good. Range a little bit falls off, I think, but they're in a good spot. I love the playstyle of Holy Paladin. Might be my favorite. I don't know. Resto and Prez are really nice too, but it's in a really good spot. I think it's high B though. I don't think it beats these other two healers out, especially not these two. Resto, I think, is lower A. I think you're going to see, obviously, Prez, that means Prez is S for sure. And I think it's top S. But, okay, anyway, so let's get Resto. Resto's in a good spot. I think, again, it brings good utility. I think it's healing through, but it's got some buffs recently. I think that's really helped out with their healing overall. I think they're slightly behind Holy Priest. You could take each one depending on the situation, I think. But they're both great spot. Great for normal, great for heroic, even mythic progression. Good, definitely a good spot. I haven't played my Resto yet, but I should here soon because it looks fun. I've always liked Resto Shaman too. But let me know if you guys agree with that. If you think it should be above Holy Priest, below it, maybe farther down here or higher up. I really think they're A tier. I think the healing throughput for Prez and Resto Druid right now are insane. And it's just, and you seriously check out the Warcraft logs. It is insane how well these two are performing above these other specs. And it's cool to see, honestly, especially for the new healer, but it's a new class. People want to try them out. Preservation Evoker, fantastic class, fantastic design. Range is a little bit different, but they bring good utility, good mobility, raid buff, obviously, for mobility. But they're just in a great spot, you know. You have rescue, super fun ability, saving people not standing in shit they should be standing in, save people's lives from that. Great healing throughput, is insane, honestly, and pretty good damage, too. So I think they're top of S tier. I think they are meta. I think so is Resto Druid right now. I think they're in a great spot. To be honest, I think all these healers are viable, though. Definitely for normal and heroic, like I said. But I do think Disciplined Priest falls behind all these other healers. Again, they're performing the best for damage-wise. Honestly, I think Disc Priest is above every other class in damage-wise for normal and heroic. But you start to see them really fall off for healing throughput. Especially when you're pushing progression, or if you have a tougher group. I'd bring one of these other healers if I was going to do it. Especially, like, if I could choose, a Resto Druid or a Preservoker, I'm taking one of those over Disc Priest every day of the week. Unless this player's insane, But yeah, this is my tier list for raid for healing. Let me know if you guys agree with me. Seriously, I want to know in the comments below. Probably make an updated tier list here soon, and you guys have showed so much support to the channel and the last tier list, so thank you so much. We're so close to our goal of 1,000 subs. It's gonna happen with you guys' help. So again, thank you, and yeah, let me know your thoughts below. So until next time, peace.